We're gonna fly to California to go to the most exclusive sneaker shop in the world and showcase sneakers that cost up to $250,000. But before I show you guys the most expensive sneakers in the world, I'm gonna be buying the cheapest sneakers in the world as well, starting at just $1. Finding a $1 sneaker is probably gonna be a little bit harder than finding the $100,000 sneaker. So the first place that I can think of when it comes to that would maybe be Goodwill. So let's go ahead and check out a few different Goodwill and see if we can find anything that may work for the $1 budget. We're walking to the first Goodwill now, and there are actually a ton of shoes here. They must have just bought a bunch out. I will say there was some person next to me who was like grabbing all the shoes that they possibly could when they ran in there. They're like worried I was gonna take them. Looking through all the different shoes, I see kind of how their pricing is working, and the only thing that I'm seeing as the lowest right now is gonna be like $2.99. I have not found anything close to that or below that just yet. This store's probably gonna be a strikeout. There were some $3 shoes, some $8 shoes, some whatever, but ultimately didn't work out. Let's head to another Goodwill. Heading into the second Goodwill right now, and there are way less shoes than the last one. I feel like this is gonna be a strikeout as well, but let's look just to be sure. I actually did find a pair of flip-flops for 99 cents, but that is not a sneaker, so that does not count. We're gonna check the rest, but I don't really think we're gonna get too lucky here, and I think this Goodwill will be an L. I feel like Goodwill has a specific type of pricing tier that they put like a sneaker and its condition, whatever, and so I feel like the least that we're able to see is $2.99 for a shoe. Not gonna work out. Goodwill didn't seem to work out. The next place I think would be best to find $1 sneakers would probably be like garage sales or like an estate sale. So let's go ahead and check out a few of those and see if we can find anything. Basically what I did is me and my wife went and drove around and looked for garage sale signs to see what would possibly be there. We stumbled upon this one right here, which is gonna be like an estate sale, and usually these are run by companies who are selling items on behalf of somebody who passed away or who is moving, and so the pricing is usually pretty fixed and not very negotiable. I looked around in the closets and didn't find anything. These estate sales are very, very hit or miss. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. This one had pretty much nothing. Now we're headed to an actual garage sale that somebody is just trying to get rid of some old stuff. We're walking up the stairs and I immediately see a few different shoes that may be available. And the great thing about garage sales is you can bargain with these people.
How much are the Vans?
Different prices, but not anything expensive. Those, which ones are you looking at?
These ones right there.
These?
Yeah.
$5.
I was gonna see if you take $1.
Sure.
Sweet.
As you heard, he asked for $5 for them, and I said, will you take $1? And he said, sure. So we got the shoe for $1 completely secured. But I did see a pair of Yeezys right there next to it that I thought are probably fake. Let's see how much they'll take for those.
What about these ones?
Let me see the bottom.
There'll probably be more, but
Yeah, those will be $5.
$5. Okay.
And yes, he offered $5 for them, so I said, why not take a $5 Yeezy? And that is a success for the $1 sneaker challenge. So here is our $1 sneaker. Yes, they are a little beat up. They are very, very used. They're a pair of Vans old school that retail for about $65. But if you only have $1 and you need a pair of shoes, go ahead and head to some garage sales and see if you can bargain. Now, we got the second tier of Yeezy 350s. These are going to be fake. There's just, I think that, is that flipped or is it supposed to be like that? They're both flipped. I don't even remember what these are, but these are fake. And the bottoms are definitely used, but for $5 you can have a pair of Yeezys, so doesn't matter. It's giveaway time again, and we're doing another Jordan 1 Lost and Found giveaway. The rules for this giveaway are very simple. Number 1, you have to go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel, which will be down below. Number 2, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram at harrisonnevel. Number 3, comment on the picture that you see up on the screen that is on my Instagram profile and tag 2 friends on that picture, and from there we'll be picking a winner in 3 weeks time on my Instagram stories for these shoes. I've been wearing these so much and they just restocked, so I thought let's go ahead and do it. And thank you guys so much for all the support on getting us to 2 million subscribers. We are so close, so go ahead and subscribe down below, turn on notifications, and enter in on this giveaway. Now that we've showed you the lower end of $1, $5, let's go ahead and fly to California and show you guys shoes that are up to $200,000. All right, so we just arrived in LA at the airport. Now, we are being picked up by Dre from Project Blitz right now to be taken straight over to the warehouse, the vault, everything. So let's go ahead, look out for Dre, head to the vault. So when it comes to $100,000 sneakers, there's one person that I know I had to call, and I had to come out to California to Project Blitz. You can see the insane amount of shoes around us. Do you have a couple pairs you think you could show us that are 100 grand?
Of course, dude. You know, every time you come, we can show you something new and something different, and you know, those high-level pairs, we definitely have them.
Cool. Well, let's go back to the vault. We're gonna go through, have him pick out a few pairs. We'll bring them out here, talk about them, show you guys what and why is worth $100,000 for a sneaker. Let's go. All right, so Dre's about to take us into the vault to pick out the different pairs. Now we're gonna pull them from the vault, and then we're gonna come back and show you guys in here with a cool little backdrop.
Gonna pull out a couple special ones for you.
Alrighty.
This is definitely a good one too.
Seems like you got a lot of options.
I don't think you're gonna be ready for this one, but this one's epic.
Hidden a little bit. We'll have to wait and see till we're out there.
Yeah, we're gonna pull it out in the back.
All right, we're with Dre, and Dre brought out 3 pairs right here that are all in that 100,000 plus range. I know it's hard to put an exact $100,000 on it, but I want you to kind of showcase the shoes and explain why they're worth that, and then maybe get some comps to why they're worth that much money.
I mean, sure, you already know that I had to pull out my favorite pair of all time.
I think I know what this might be.
Yeah, it is the Paris Dunk. So there's nothing more that I love other than this Nike Dunk SB Paris.
So let's hear a little bit. The people who don't know, we've showed them on the channel before. Give us some backstory on why these are so iconic.
So basically they only made 148 pairs of these, and now they're worth over $100,000. The last pair we sold was 95. It's a smaller size, but you know, I've seen other pairs sell for over 100,000. We do have several pairs left in the Blitz vault, and those will be on the site shortly.
So if any of you big spenders out there, you ready?
Amazing thing about them is that all of the panels are completely different. So there's no pair, there's no side that's completely alike. Like, it may have the same panel here, but then there's a different image here and a different image there and there. Bernard Buffet's artistry, all his works are on this mosaic that was adorned along these the outer panels of the shoe. It's really amazing.
So how do you see the value of these? Being at 100,000-ish right now, where do you see the value of these? Is it gonna stay pretty steady at that? Is it gonna increase over time? Like, how do you see that value going?
Surprisingly enough, many people are actually wearing these. Like, breaking them out.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen people un-DS, you know, they're paying whatever they paid, 80,000, 90,000, and are actually un-DSing them.
That's crazy.
So the more that are out there being worn, obviously the value is just going to continue to go up, right?
And are all the pairs you have brand new, dead stock?
These are all dead stock,
All dead stock.
except for the one I wear.
Except your personal. And
Yeah.
your size 10 and a half, right?
10 and a half,
Yeah.
which is pretty beat, but I get offered like 15, 20,000 off my feet all the time.
That's crazy. If I had to guess of a shoe that Dre would have brought out in this price range, I knew this was going to be one. But let's check out some of the other ones. We have a very similar box here for this next pair.
You know, the 2002 to 2004 era was like literally silver box with the green label. You don't know what this is, dude.
I don't. No.
So it has another play that's like the Paris. There's a mosaic on it, but it never was released. And it is the Flam Dunk.
He brought these out for just a second last time we were here. This is very similar in kind of the vibe of the Paris. Is this a similar story in terms of value when it comes to the history of the shoe, the rarity, the unable to get them? Is that why this one also is holding the value like that?
Yeah, I think people just love the money print. They love the fact that Futura, legendary artist, shout out to Lenny, he is also signed this box.
Did you buy them like this, or did you get them personally signed?
No, we got him signed.
Another pair might be in the vault that we might grab that I saw that has to do with video games. I think that'd be a good one, because that one's like really hard to put a value on, but we've talked about it before we've shown it. But let's talk about this one. I've seen this one. I got to unbox this one before, thankfully. This is one of the craziest that I've seen. What do you think? Is this a top shoe for you?
Honestly, this is one of the most incredible packaging, one of the most incredible collabs, obviously one of the more incredible sales I've ever seen.
These have sold at Sotheby's before. Here we go. This is basically like a suitcase. My favorite color is orange, so I want this just as a travel bag or a briefcase. But these sold at Sotheby's. What was the last sale on it? Do you know off the top of your head?
Well, I know that some of the sizes, they went for like 275,000. Some ended at like 130,000.
Yep, depending on size.
I didn't get to get my size, but I did get my name on it.
Hey, there you go.
So should we take them out and take a look?
So the display on this is kind of above all. This is kind of what I think you would expect if you're spending $100,000 on a shoe. Something similar to this. This is a Louis Vuitton collaboration with Virgil Abloh, and they've made a lot of the shoes, but this one is, was this the mainstay of the collection? This is like the first one that they came out with?
Yeah, so basically, you know, they made the white red, white green, white white, and they had these colors selected for retail. And this one, they took the original monogram with the damier, the white damier print, which was actually the first time they ever put both of those materials onto one item. Later on, like a year later, they came out with that the Louis Vuitton trainer shoe, and then they did this. They mixed the two prints together, but this is actually the first time and the only time that you'll see it on the Air Force One.
So if you had to describe to somebody who doesn't know shoes and they're watching this and they're saying, what makes that worth 130, 175, whatever it may be, what makes this, specifically this one, worth that?
Nothing more than the smell.
It does smell like genuine fine Louis Vuitton leather.
No, but jokes aside, I mean, it does smell incredible. It is the craftsmanship. It is limited to 200 pairs. The Paris is 148. This is something, you know, Virgil Abloh design. He's no longer with us. The rarity, it's the value. It's not only sneakerheads that want this. This is a piece of art. That's why these will be, you know, in the 200,000 plus range.
Let's go grab that last pair in there and show them that one. We'll do that one quick, show you guys. Just a little teaser. You might have seen it before way back in the day, but we gotta show you guys again. All right, so we got the final pair that we're gonna show here, and that is going to be the Cactus Jack PlayStation Dunks. Now, these are probably one of the most limited shoes. It's what, 24 pairs?
Yeah.
24 pairs. We have not, how many pairs have you seen? I've only ever seen somebody have one.
Well, yeah, so here's another one, right? But, you know, even then, I never see them. Every time somebody wants to offer one and say that they're about to get one, they end up getting a fake one. Obviously, you know what a real one looks like.
Yep. So
you know this is an actual authentic piece. I think that people at home definitely want to see these.
Yeah, this is like a PlayStation 5 box, and then the shoes came separate in this. It's just kind of like styrofoam in there that holds this box. So these were a custom, not really custom, but like one-off of 24 done by Nike, correct? Is that like a little bit of the backstory on them?
Yeah. And normally there's been other sneakers in the past that have done that 24 pair run. Like there was a bunch of samples that we do have. And so this is just kind of like a recent thing, but I've never heard of anything that's had this much packaging to be only a 24 pair run. So it's very special.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and let's see simple box they come in, and that is the PlayStation Dunks. Now, if these released as a regular general release, I think these would crush as far as the colorway goes, the PlayStation. I think, because you know they've had the PlayStation Air Force Ones and all that. I think this is such a good colorway and everything that it would do so well. But what's interesting, when I had the pair that I did, you can kind of tell that they're kind of more like a bespoke shoe because the way that the kind of materials are. It's not like your traditional Dunk.
No, it's not, and you're absolutely right. The shape is definitely slightly different, and I mean the materials are crazy, very delicate. If you notice, there's no size tags inside.
Oh yeah.
And I believe that these are probably made in the kitchen up in Portland,
Oregon. These shoes are very hard to come by, and there's a lot of information around them and how they were like it's like stuff that nobody knows about. And so this is an insane one, and this is one that was probably like hard to put an exact number on pricing to say, but I guess you could say in the rough ballpark of $100,000, maybe more, maybe less.
Yeah, I would say like these would definitely be like in the 100,000 range.
Yeah, I think so. And but
for a size like this.
Yeah, but I've never seen any transact. Have you? Like it's impossible to find them.
Yeah, sure. You see them on StockX for $2,000.
$2,000, yeah, and then they don't go through.
Go and get them.
Yeah. So thank you to Dre from Project Blitz for showing us. We wanted to show you guys the experience of the different shoes, what you get with them, and why they might be worth that value. So let's head back to Atlanta and wrap this all up. Let's go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below. I'll see you guys in the next one. This is Harrison signing out.